going to then go help that child and not have access to that child.
Yes.
Right.
Right now to please, going forward, make the right decision. Help get those kids out. Make sure there's full transparency with the investigation. Make sure appropriate training is available. And help rebuild the trust for the community and the officers, who up until this point have shown up for me in ways that I greatly appreciate, but that everybody here should also expect that same level of cooperation, commitment, and compassion. There's community leaders. Please hold your other leaders accountable. Please stand up and do what's right.
Elsie Nielsen. I was stopped by the same police that choked out children on Friday. I was stopped by your law enforcement. I don't want to give my address. I don't feel safe. The law enforcement, their team stopped me on. Okay, I'm on Richland Terrace. That's sufficient. Thank you. I don't feel safe, and I'm a white one. Now imagine how black and brown people, how immigrants claims to be in a position of power, whether you are police, borough council, a judge, I don't care. If you have a badge, if you have taken an oath, if you have promised to protect and serve in any capacity, and you allow this to go down on your watch, where they're spinning the narrative. I want the media to understand. I know the media is leaving out. If any media is still here, I want the media. I'm a Temple grad. I went to Temple for my master's, my bachelor's and my master's. I'm a proud Temple owl. I'm a social work major. I've committed my life to child protection. I have worked around the world on child trafficking cases. I have tried my best to hold bad guys accountable. These are bad guys. These are very bad guys. That is not even human. That's demonic. To be able to choke a child out in broad daylight. What did he do to his own children? If he's a father, what did he do to his own children? Are they in therapy? To strangers, children, in broad daylight, on camera, and choke them out and have them bloody and punching them in the face. One of the girls was punched in the face. That video is going to come out. There's a lot more evidence, and one of the parts of this, there's a lot of, I'm working with the youth, I'm working with the parents, I'm working with a team of people to strategize on how to make sure the history books have the right narrative. And I can tell you, these kids are some of the most powerful people I've ever met.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. Most adults in this country don't have. 99.9% of us do not have the guts to stand up and fight the way these kids did. They didn't fight. They tried to do everything the right way. They organized, they got permission, they organized peacefully, and then they were provoked by adults that are supposed to protect them. What kind of world are we living in? I don't care what your political views are. Red, blue, green, yellow, I don't care what party you are, what race you are, what religion you are. Do you have a soul? Donald, do you have a soul and a moral conscience? Do you have children? Do you know what it means to choke out a child? Do you think that's okay? Is there ever a justification for a grown man in any position to choke out a child? Is there ever a reason? I know you can't answer me, but in your soul, before God, if you believe in God, any God, do you believe in a higher power? Because does that higher power allow you to abuse and terrorize children, abuse and terrorize your neighbors? Yeah. If that God allows you to do that, that God is the devil. It's not God. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like to speak, I'm here to speak on humanity and being good humans. And it's okay if you're a little distracted. I realize these might be challenging things. And May, I see you up there. Props to you. I don't know where you stand on these things, but I know it must not be easy because look around. But I want to also say a big thanks to the community. You are all showing up big time.
For
there any residents who want to get in and speak?
Are there any residents that want to go and speak?
No, anyone?
Is this the right side of history and
Anybody coming down upon him the way he came down upon a child is reprehensible. And when you do nothing, it says everything. It says everything about your moral character and what you're willing to stand up for and not. And when you're alone at night and you try and go to sleep, I hope you watch that little girl in your head be slammed to the ground by her man. And I hope that Jesus forgives you.
Look at that bull.
Because it is morally wrong. You have lost
They look
the
like
trust
they eat too much.
that you had among a lot of people. I do not want to send my daughter to school tomorrow, but I have to. It scares me that she's in a lake immobilizer. What happens when there is, you're this side and you're this side? That is what the government has been doing to all of us, pitting us against each other. We're a community built on the backs of immigrants. And we need to thank them. They wash our dishes, they fold our laundry, they take care of our children. And we need to respect them. I don't care how they got here. They go for their immigration, and it's revealed against them. Protective immunity, gone. Protective status, I'm sorry, gone. They just take it away. Gone. Now you're illegal. We want you in jail. That is what they're fighting against. This is what the kids feel is so wrong. It's not America. This is not what America is for. We are a melting pot, and we should continue to be so. Not so much about the president. Thank you for being here, and I wish more would have stepped up. We believe we are working and taking care of our families, but I appreciate your time. I appreciate.
You guys know our officers, but I do.
Caroline,
I have two
please
kids.
direct your comments
Okay.
to Borough Council, not the audience, please.
I'm going to defend the Quakertown Borough Police Department. So anyway, I get a turn too. Shut up, please. I want to take a second to say that I think it was ridiculous that I watched Officer McTeer get punched in the face 3 times. I don't know if any of them were here, but I was there. I was there that day. I didn't pay my internet because I'm low income. I'm a single mom. I'm low income, and I was at my friend's house. Down the street from the senator's office, where my other friend works, down the street from the representative's office, where his staff work, down the street from all the local businesses that witnessed the same shit show that I did. So, anyway, if you guys weren't there, I think it's hilarious that you're going to sit here and sing this sad song. But moving forward, let's just take a minute to touch on our school resource officer that you guys wanted to cut the funding for, Officer Lee. Officer Lee is a great police officer that has helped my daughter, that has helped so many kids in the community. He was on scene. I don't know if you know who that is. Or Sergeant Gross, I don't know if you know who he is, but last week I locked my keys in the car and my car battery died, and he stayed outside for 30 minutes with me in -1 degree weather trying to help me get in. He was there getting assaulted on scene. Do any of you guys know where,
Caroline,
what is it? The chief of police, yeah.
Caroline,
That's why I'm
direct
here.
it to us.
I don't know if they know where his office is or what he does for our community. But I've actually met with him personally, and I've talked to him about lowering our electric bill. And he, right? It's pretty high, right? He does
Caroline,
care.
hold on. Hey, folks.
Anyway.
Folks.
Get her out of here.
No, everyone gets a chance to talk. Everyone gets a chance to speak.
All right. Do you guys know who Officer is?
Caroline,
Do you know who Officer
Caroline,
Foster is?
hold on a second, all right? Folks,
Who this one talking to?
this is what I meant at the beginning about being respectful, professional, and mature. I know you disagree with her. It's obvious. But please let her speak. Let her speak without you shouting out and yelling over her. We know you disagree with her. But she has a right to speak just like you do, and she has a right to speak uninterrupted. And that being said, Carolyn, if you do not talk about what they know or don't know, we don't care about that. Please direct your comments to us, to Borough Council, not
Yes,
to
sir.
the audience. Thank you.
I would also like to touch base on our local business Pizza Roma and Paradise Burritos. They are also not down with this BS. I would also like to say that our chief of police repeatedly asked these students to get back on the sidewalk over and over and over again, and there was oncoming traffic and cars coming. And if anybody in this room was there, they would have been able to see that the officers were trying to get the children out of the MFing road. And the point of that is, these children were trying to stop getting run over by cars. So it's really important to make sure that kids aren't getting ran over in the middle of the road, by cars.
Or being
So,
choked by a cop.
again, our officer was unarmed, had no tack, had no gear, had no anything on him. Okay, he had zero. And I think that it's crazy that while, violent crimes are taking place left and right, there's not enough hands to physically arrest each and every offense. They only got a handful of the violent offenders. So, anyway, let me just get to the point here.
Not the chief.
The Bucks County District Attorney's Office
They ain't
has
gonna
had
cheat,
my
though.
cell phone since December 1st because of all of the corruption in Quakertown Community School District. If you guys care about kids, you would care that there's $1.8 million missing. You would care that they asked to take our children's bras off. You would care that they're illegally strip searching our kids. You would care that they're punishing kids for things that they're not even guilty of crimes. They're following our children to the bathroom, and they're doing a bunch of unconstitutional, unethical, ridiculous things to these students on a daily basis. But you care about what? It's not making sense to me, but these officers care about us. They care about this community. And
Wrap it up.
Hopefully,
The cops that you hate children by, go.
I'm a single mom with 2 kids. I was there that day. These people weren't, and they can kiss my ass. I'm done. Thank you.
Finally, damn.
Shame. Gross. Wash off that nasty makeup too.
Yo, no bullshit.
I have a letter that I'll read, if that's okay.
You have your name and address.
Nah, that's somebody else.
Why don't the cops do
Now
their
where are
job?
the cops?
Look at this bitch ass right up there doing nothing.
Which highlights the broader national conversation around incarceration and youth involvement in the justice system. These stories and studies frame what happened here as more than an isolated incident. They situate it within a much larger issue. If threats were made to the school safety,